What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So Blazers go down and are not able to increase their NBA record 18 and 0. It would have been 19 and 0 had they won this game today at in home openers. So just want to go over what happened, what I'm seeing out there, pretty much from each and every quarter. So first thing I saw, Jokic, he gets in foul trouble super early because of the physical presence of Hassan Whiteside. He was drawing a lot of fouls, especially early, and that pretty much knocked Jokic out for the entire first half. But the Nuggets just played really well, without him. Guys like Will Barton. There was a couple plays from Torrey Craig, especially in the first half. He ended up like he had 2 points. Yeah, he had 2 points in the first quarter, and then pretty much kept them in the game with huge buckets. I think he scored 8 in the second quarter or the third quarter. Yeah, he scored 8 in the third quarter. So it just getting contributions from everyone for these guys. In the first quarter, CJ, he was lighting it up. He had 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He goes 1 of 1 from 3. Whiteside had 6 points. He already had 7 rebounds, a block, but he had 2 turnovers after that first quarter. Gary Harris was leading the way with 6 points, but he was shooting 2 of 6 from the field and shot 1 of 3 from the field, or from 3. And then Beasley off the bench, he had 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting, and 2 of 3 from 3-point land. Dame got himself a highlight reel dunk over Torrey Craig in that first quarter. He wasn't shooting well. He only shot 3 times. He had 2 points off that big dunk. He had 4 assists, a steal, and a turnover after 1. Whiteside in the second quarter, he pretty much had a double-double with 10 points. Didn't have any misses at all from the free throw line or the field, and he had 11 rebounds. But Dame came on pretty strong to close the second quarter and the halftime, and he ended up finishing with 9 points on 3 of 8 shooting. He didn't have any threes at that time. Had 5 assists, a rebound, a steal, and a turnover. Rodney Hood was playing well in the first half. He finished up with 8 points on 3 of 7. He goes 1 of 3 from 3. He had a rebound and a turnover at halftime. For the Nuggets, it was guys like Paul Millsap. He had 8 points on 2 of 4 shooting. He goes 2 of 2 from 3. He had 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, and an assist. So it was just a committee. Like Barton, he finished up with 7 points. He wasn't shooting it well at the time, but he was getting to the free throw line. He shot 1 of 4 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, an assist, a turnover, and a steal. And then Murray, he wasn't shooting it well either, but he had 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. And he had 4 rebounds, assists, a steal, and a turnover. And Nuggets ended up building like a 10-point lead at that time, but like I said, Dame finished up strong to close out the half to have the Blazers only down 4, which was 54-50 at the time. In that first half, Dame and CJ both were kind of off, but Dame kind of started getting hot late in the half. For the third quarter, Dame led the way with 10 points. The Blazers as a team, after the third quarter, they were only shooting 5-19 from 3, so that was bad. They really needed a couple of more threes. They had good open looks, they just weren't falling. And a lot of people had open looks, so I believe that definitely will be corrected here soon, because Dame was dropping dimes to people, and I just know once they get into a better rhythm, those shots are going to actually be falling. But let me see what else. For the fourth quarter, the Nuggets used a 35-point quarter to pretty much put the game away, and that was pretty much paced by Jokic. who played pretty much the second half all the way since he was out pretty much the first half. But he ended up finishing with a team high 20 points. He also had, I want to say 13 rebounds. And he was just a pest out there, making key, big threes. Dame finishes up with 32 points. He had 4 rebounds and 8 assists. And the big problem with the Blazers, besides the three-point shooting, was guys like CJ McCollum, who ended up finishing with 12 points on 5 of 18 shooting. He did go 2 of 4 from 3, so he had a lot of excellent looks, but they just weren't falling. Like, they were attacking the basket when they needed to, both Dame and CJ, and they both missed a couple of finishes that they normally make. But I'm not really too worried about that. Those shots will start falling as the season progresses. Whiteside, he ended up finishing up with a big game for his debut as a Blazer. 16 points and 19 rebounds. So my prediction of him averaging around 16 and 12, I can definitely see that happening, because he was out there just gobbling rebounds up, man. And he also ended up with 2 blocks as well. Rodney Hood was another guy who played really well. He ended up finishing with 13 points on 5 of 10 shooting. Goes 2 of 5 from 3. Had 5 rebounds and an assist. And Scala Bissier in limited minutes, he only ended up playing 10 minutes, but he was 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting, and he had 3 rebounds. So he had a hell of a game. But like I was saying, man, the name of this game was pretty much 3-point shooting for both teams. The Nuggets ended up shooting 18 of 32 for 56% from 3, and it ended up only making 16 2-point field goals the entire game, and only made those at a 33% clip. So literally the 3-point shot saved these guys. And then for the Blazers, it hurt them bad, because they ended up only making 7 out of 28 for 25%. And then in that fourth quarter, they ended up making only 2 of 9 from 3. So that was just one of them things. Also, Blazers only finished with 13 assists, and Dame had, I want to say 8 of Dame had 8 of those. And they shot 30, they made 36 baskets. So that's got to be around 20 to 25 a night if they really want to be, really, really cooking. Let me see. Already said that. Nuggets ended up snapping the Blazers' NBA record of 18 straight home opener wins tonight. For the next games for both, Blazers and Nuggets both play on Friday night, but the Blazers will be at Sacramento, who just came off a loss to the Suns, and then the Nuggets, who just came off this win, they'll be going up against those Suns in Phoenix. Or no, they'll be hosting Phoenix. So definitely looking forward to both of those matchups and seeing how all 4 teams match up with each other. But other than that, man, like, Blazers did end up having 20 turnovers. They had 4 blocks, 9 steals, 13 offensive rebounds, 48 total. Like I said, 13 assists on 36 made baskets out of 87. Shot 7 of 28 from 3. They did shoot really well from the line, 21 of 23. The Nuggets, they ended up having 19 turnovers, 4 blocks, 11 steals, 11 offensive rebounds, 45 total rebounds. They only made 34 baskets, but they had 24 assists. So, and Jokic had a lot of those. Murray had quite a few. And they were just the better all-around team tonight. But all around, I definitely am not upset with how the Blazers played, other than those 18 made threes. They definitely got to get that number down. You know what I mean? Like, I like what they did, especially in the post. And like I was saying, it's going to be a problem for teams to score on the Blazers, especially in that post area, because Zach Collins cleans up a lot of, like, if Whiteside misses and Zach Collins is right there, he's probably going to mess up the play. He's going to end up blowing up the play or getting a block shot, because I think he finished up with 2 blocks himself tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And he played pretty well. He ended up finishing with 8 points, but most of the reason why the Blazers ended up taking this loss is McCollum definitely wasn't up to his normal standards, and I know that next game out against the Kings, he's definitely going to have a better showing. But other than that, this is your boy P Money. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to all my supporters. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I am off this.